All right, well, I'm ready whenever then.
Alrighty. So the story for the SMP seemed to follow you around, but what was your favorite part of the story of the SMP?
Selfishly, because again, as me and Goat stated several times, this was never supposed to be main plot relevant. With Vergil and Dante, that was supposed to be a side plot. It was Selene arriving. That shit was really funny to me because after, after the calculus went sideways and things changed a lot, me and Saren went, what if Selene showed up? This would be really funny. And she did. And it was incredibly silly. And she was being like, I want to go home, please. But having that fish out of water for her was very fun. And also her being like, because this is a fun fact for MSMP for you. Selene's like 40, by the way. I don't know if you know that.
No, I didn't. That's funny, though.
Yeah, Selene's like 40. So, like, and there's like an MSMP, she was like 35 at the youngest, maybe like 36 realistically. It's been a couple years, so close to 30, if not, or close to 40, if not 40. So, like, she is an older woman. Not old, just older.
Yeah.
And so, I feel like we have a tendency as people, and this is just the age we are, to play younger but not like teenage younger SMP characters. So having her be this like, you guys do what you need to do. I know what where my priorities lie. I'm not the boss of you all.
That's fair.
Was very nice. But no, just Selene at arrival in a bathrobe was very fun for me.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense a lot, and that does also touch on my second question, which is, what inspired you to even delve into the Vergil Dante subplot?
I finished playing Devil May Cry and went, hey Saren, you know what would be really funny? If I played Vergil for SMP2 and Saren went, do it, you won't. And I went, bet, and made a group chat with Goat and Saren and Frost and went, hey, what if we did this? There is no deeper meaning. That's all it was.
So you're telling me that entire fucking thing was because of a dare?
Yeah.
Impressive.
Yeah, no, it was Sarah went, do it, you won't. Then Sarah went, wait, you're actually doing it? I went, yeah, I've been committing to bits more. And here we are. Again, Vergil and Dante were not, it's fine. We made it work out. Frost made it work out, and it's fine. I just did not expect them to be main plot relevant at all. I meant Tino to maybe hang around, because I know you and I talked like Ligrev coming back was supposed to be a maybe, but it became an inevitability because it became main plot relevant. And that's fine. I had a good time. I'm very happy with where it ended.
That's fair.
But no, yeah, there was not enough depth there to hold on to an entire SMP, which is why I made him fuck off earlier. Because I'm like, I can't, I can go be out of character and then fuck around and do side plot stuff with Goat, like for fun, for shits and giggles. But then it became incredibly relevant. And yeah, no, it was because to do it, you won't.
Incredible.
Mm-hmm.
This kind of goes into, you kind of answered it, so I'm modifying the question on the fly.
Go for it. That's all fun.
Like, at what point did you realize Ligrev had to come back?
When the moment I started planning for her to come back was the minute that Ame came back, because Ame wasn't supposed to come back ever.
I knew that.
Saren was supposed to play Dr. Kell from Voices of the Void. We whipped up a base alpha build and put it in a schematic before the SMP started.
Oh my god.
We were gonna, it was the base alpha was gonna smash into a forest near, the base, a group base, and Kell was gonna step out, where am I? I want to go home. So that sort of became the Selene arc, incidentally. So, yeah. But once Ame came back, I was like, okay, maybe Ligrev comes back, and I started workshopping some stuff with Saren. I didn't really get serious about it until Frost was like, yeah, Yamato is going to be used for one of the other dragons, and I'm like, fuck, okay. And that didn't end up actually happening fully-ish. It got modified on the fly. Emergent storytelling, stuff happens, right?
Yeah.
But once it became, hey, Vergil's gonna be part of the finale, and I was like, okay. I was hoping he'd be part of the finale, but I did not have any idea that it'd be this, where I'd get god buffs and I'd take them. I had a lot of fun playing Vergil in the final fight. It was very fun. But no, once I sort of, when Frost started like, yeah, I'm planning on having Vergil lose here, like, no matter what. And I'm like, okay. Maybe not no matter what, but more than likely, especially when there was 8 people. I started developing the, that Ligrev was going to come back. And Ligrev actually had, still did, but had 2 endings initially. And fun fact, everyone got the bad end, by the way. For Ligrev.
Okay, I'm curious.
So, I don't know if you heard through watching Jim that Krokar was like, hey guys, maybe we don't have a lot of people come fight Vergil.
Yes.
Yeah, that was me and Goat talked to them like, hey, just so above table you know this, because Dante would probably know this, that like, Dante and Vergil aren't the bodies of Krokar and Ligrev. They're borrowing them.
Yeah.
So they're not as durable as a true son of Sparta would be. There were 8, there's like 8 people wailing on me.
Yeah.
In the final fight.
Yeah.
And I was like, and so my thought was, if there is, the lines were, if Krokar gets the final hit, it's the good ending. Krokar did not get the final hit. Marrow did, I believe.
No way.
Uh-huh.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And that's why, and Goat was very much as Krokar trying to be like, hey, don't have a lot of people, but and I mean, I think it was completely in character for people.
Yeah.
But everyone wanted their piece of Vergil. You know, for good or worse reasons, who knows? But that ultimately resulted in, initially the original version was going to be Ligrev had 0 memories when she came back if Krokar didn't get the final hit. And I went, that's not as fun of a story to tell, so I modified it so she just lost the entire time she had been possessed. And so her and Ame had to work through that. And me and Sarah RP that, and it was very good. Mm-hmm. But yeah, because there were so many people, Krokar did not have the ability to get the final hit in, which means the bad end. And the minute I saw that, many people were like, oh, there is a like 10% chance we get the good end here at best, because everyone's got particle effects and AoE hits. And I did enjoy watching everyone freak the fuck out when I stood back up with the dread candle, and even after a gem ago, we're like, I don't know how they were surprised. We all have them.
Yeah.
That was very funny to me, but I had a great time just screwing around. And, you know, that was the point that I was like, okay, I think Ligrev does have to come back, because it doesn't make sense for her not to. Now, whether her fate is a good one, that is a totally different story.
Yeah.
And that won't be told. But yeah.
That's an exercise left to the reader, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got to ask then, out of intense morbid curiosity, even though it's not necessarily a morbid topic, what was the good ending?
The good ending was Ligrev comes back.
Is she just normal?
But with no, she's not normal. In no world was she normal. She always had the blue arm and the blue horn and the blue arm. Okay. That was always going to happen. The good ending was she has all of her memories, because as sort of happened as Vergil just did, she kept reappearing in places. She gave the bandana to Lila. She showed up, she talked to some people. She was conscious of everything. She knew what happened to Ame. She knew what she was walking into. But because that didn't happen, the first time she saw Ame, she was deathly afraid, because Ligrev is an orphan, and her village was burned down by dragons.
I see.
So she's not a fan of them. And she's getting more comfortable, but it's a really rough topic for her.
Yeah.
So had that not happened, she would have been, she also probably would have crashed out at some people, because she's kind of mad at them. And everyone got spared a lot of heartache of her being like, why didn't no one look for me? Why did everyone just give up? Her 8th said, I can't find Vergil, and you just gave up, and she would not have really been friends with anyone.
Yeah.
I had a mini bit of that as memory loss Ligrev, but it was not nearly as intense, and nor did we really have like a big final meetup that I was planning to do it at, and oh well.
Yeah. I was haunting Gemma's mind during the moment of like, oh, I'm kind of glad the last one was there, because I would just be the wettest fucking cat. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's like
No.
even in and out of character, there's no way for me to justify it. There isn't, and that
Oh, yeah.
rocks. That to me, that rocks.
Yeah. That's the thing is like Rev's like, because this is a thing that like, and I don't think people consciously did that. And I mean, I'm not expecting perfection. I want it to be clear. Like, this is not like a slight on anyone, but it's very interesting to me when I'm in this mindset of a character. Ligrev is doing, everyone's like, oh, Ligrev, you're back. And she's like, A, I don't know any of you. B, and she eventually put that clues together herself in this stage. Like, you all say you care about me, but no one besides Ame cared, because Ame found Vergil, lost. And no one asked her how she lost her horn. That's how Ame lost her horn, by the way.
Yeah.
No one asked. Not one.
I kind of figured that, but I also feel like with what I remember, it was just like Ame was just like, oh, it got damaged. Like I felt like it was explained away. Like,
oh yeah, that was very much Ame trying to hide about it.
Yeah.
Like it was an intentional RP choice. Now,
yeah, that makes sense.
Was not, right? Yeah, right. But like, you know, these are the things that we happen in storytelling, right? And I love that, right? But yeah, no, Ligrev would have absolutely like it. Well, the good ending would have been Ligrev has all of her memories. Ame has her wife fully back, and there's no relearning process. And Ligrev is mad at everyone. That is the quote unquote good ending.
I was gonna say that's a quote unquote good ending. That's not really a good ending, but I do understand what you mean. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Now the next two questions are probably not really RP related, but
Yeah.
What's your favorite out of character moment from this SMP?
Oh, so many. Just the giggle fits. There's so many giggle fits that just were so good. There's so many I just can't actually remember all of them, but just sitting around and shooting the shit with everyone was great, and getting to meet new friends and getting new connections and just, I don't know, just a lot of things. And I miss a lot of the early stuff because I was out as Vergil.
Yeah.
There are a lot of retrospect things with this SMP that I've learned for next one. And as my thing says in it, I'm plotting things. Don't worry about it.
I will touch on that after I end the recording.
Very fair.
Then, oh, sorry.
But yeah, no, but yeah, there's just, I couldn't speak to this for 1 minute because I now can't remember them. Same thing was when I was like, what's your favorite book? What is a book?
For real.
But no, just all of them. Meeting people. Sam / Lila, amazing person. I'm so glad to meet them. AJ, RJ, and Miz. I'm so happy they've been redoing more stories with everyone. I'm so happy we got to tell a new story. I'm excited to tell more in the future.
Yeah. Probably should have had that question be last, but whatever. Aside from the tower, were there any other builds that you had in mind that you didn't get to execute?
Nah. That reminds me, you need to ask Goat where he built Bash in Black.
We couldn't find it. Gem and I couldn't find it. Granted, we like hit server reset and then we just
No, that's fair. Goat said he'd show me after the SMP. I actually just DM'd him like, hey, where's Bash in Black, by the way?
That's funny because we straight up could not find it. I'm pretty sure we overshot it like 5 times, but
oh yeah, he said it was near the cabin / kitchen /
yeah, I think
garden.
I think Jim and I overshot that fucker like 5 times.
No, but yeah, no, I never finished the tower, but I got to change the tower because I was gonna go full 10 in Negru, didn't quite do that. I now have Bash and Black coordinates. Hilarious. But no, it sort of changed once I started playing Selene. It really changed what my plans were, and so the tower changed from a place of pure death to a place of life, and that was very fun. And then at the end I got to build some terraces, which were really cool.
Yeah.
And the final things I built on the cabin, the respite top of the mountain was great, and that was really fun. But no, I didn't have too many big build plans besides the tower. The tower took way less time to build than I thought it was gonna take. I'll be so honest.
Create moment.
Not even that. I just sat there placing blocks for like a while.
You hit the ADHD flow state of placing
Yeah.
blocks in Minecraft.
It was great.
Fuck yeah.